I am Father Paul Edison Medina. I was ordained on May 5, 1974. Through the help of Father Negros Occidental, I entered the Carmelite Mission Seminary in Escalante, and I was the only one survivor of that group, so I'm the first Filipino Carmelite. What attracted me to the Carmelite order is the involvement of the Carmelites in social action, especially in cooperatives and in mission work for the poor, for the little ones in society. Living with them, I found in our Carmelite community a different brand of religious life, wherein it is not only active but is contemplative. The atmosphere of prayer can be felt, and I was engrossed and deeply honed into a life where I can be more connected to God through a life of prayer, and especially silence, and in the silence to communicate much more to the divine. And from contemplation, I have seen the works of the Carmelites. They go to the barrios, they go to every area, and they are organizing people, they are teaching the people. And since they are still new to the area and they cannot speak the language of the people, so I help them even in bringing their message to the people.
The fact that Paul was the first Carmelite Filipino for the Dutch it was a sign of we have to give much more attention to vocation work. There was a period the Carmelites in the Philippines did not give much on vocation. We are here to establish parishes and spirituality and social action work. Only after I think 3-4 years, who would replace us and who would? So they, I think the council and even in our convention, we stress the importance of vocations.
I would say that Father Paul is a unique and conventional priest of the order of the Carmelite, and he is the prophet of fire. During his time in Isabela, he is very strong in the human rights movement, the transports the ladies in the Philippines, and the advocacy for Alay Kapwa. And Father Paul is one of the frontliner for the anti-Marcos during the militarization of martial law. And Father Paul, the memories that I will not forget is your homily when you say, "Takot ba kayong mamatay?"
At that time when I was in Isabela, San Mariano, and that is Sierra Madre area, and so there was a battle between the military army and the police versus the NPA. Me and the group of sacristans in our parish were caught in that crossfire, and we cannot even stand for 24 hours because the gun firing is all over. We saw a lot of dead people and blood everywhere, and our convent at that time, where there are so many holes, and even our service car was even destroyed. But at that time, I was praying to God that if we will not survive, at least people will remember we are with Him up to the end.
I met Father Paul in 1992 sa looban pa. Nakita ko siya na itim pa yung buhok niya. Pagkatapos, jolly na jolly siya. Yun lang, pag may meeting, madalas late siya. Ang dami niya kasing tinatanguan. Parang lahat tinatanguan niya. So yung oras parang hindi nababalanse. Pero si Father Paul ay napaka-generous. Sobrang generous. Pag nandiyan siya, lagi siyang may pa-ice cream. Lagi siyang may pa-cake kahit na walang okasyon. Tsaka talagang si Father Paul ay maka-co-workers yan. Naaawa siya sa mga tao sa tinatawag natin nasa laylay ng lipunan. Hindi siya suplado. Hindi talaga siya naging suplado sa mga co-workers. Kaya mahal na mahal namin siya. Thank you, Father Paul.
Those who are under formation, they always chose me to be the spiritual director from the different congregations. Maybe they like me because I'm not imposing type of spiritual director. I listen and I guide them. I accompany them. And as I accompany them, I went through their life, their joys and their pains. And I help them discover that life, even if it is very painful, even if it is very challenging, it is always a life to be lived. Another thing that I advise them, go deeper into the experience with God by personal deep meditation, because it is sometimes this mystical experience or the deep meditation experience that would help us at the times when we are confronted with problems, especially crisis in life, problems in life, or whatever challenges there are in life.
Father Paul became my spiritual director when I entered the novitiate in 2018. With his wisdom and insights, he helped me in my discernment and he helped me to grow in the Carmelite way of life. I am very thankful that I have Father Paul journeying with me as I continue my ascent to Mount Carmel.
In Quiapo, I'm just helping out because they are in need of praise. So my help is more about spiritual, like confessions, holy masses, and then also helping out in the blessings, because there are a lot of people, they cannot pay, and I do it just for free. I am thankful to God that in spite of the age, I'm relatively healthier to the people whom I knew. They were very healthy when they were still young. And it turns out they are born out, if not born out, they are physically unhealthy and they become even cranky. And so I said, yeah, I think God is still so good. I think it is the gift of God, it's the grace of God that I can go on still sane and lucid, even as a super senior, 77 years old.
Paul, congratulations with your 50th anniversary sa priesthood, being a Carmelite and a priest. Mayo.
Father Paul, wishing you all the best. Sana ay madagdagan pa ang iyong taon ng pagpapare at sana ay lumawig pa ang buhay mo.
Good luck, Father Paul. Thank you very much. Happy anniversary. Mabuhay!
Father Paul, I wish you a happy 50th Presbyteral anniversary, and thank you so much for journeying with me. Thank you.
Paul Medina, our beloved brother, happy anniversary for your golden wedding, for your golden anniversary in the priesthood. It's quite singular. I am very happy that you may witness this day. Well, we recall, of course, 1974. You were a young, enthusiastic guy who was already rather accustomed to way and you found your way in the Carmelite community. And I remember that after ordination, you were assigned to Negros and you did a lot for the Carmel youth. That was at the beginning. I think you are at the very beginning of the Carmel youth in Negros. That later on it has developed, but I always think back of those days that you were very enthusiastic, because I was at the time I was recruiting still Carmelites for the formation, and you helped me a lot with that Carmel youth in Escalante. That was all before you went to Rome, because after a few years in Escalante you were sent to Rome. So you have in the meantime had so many experiences and so many activities, and all you have always had a good health. So be thankful that you could do it. Be thankful to the Lord and to the community which made it possible. And I wish that you will still continue in good health, and also with the Carmelite spirituality and the spirits of Carmel, with the community which has been changing so much in the course of 50 years, also for you, for me, and for everybody. But with your enthusiasm, we still can get much more. So Paul, have a nice celebration, and I hope to see you once again. Thank you.
50 years a Carmelite, and I want to congratulate you for all the years you have worked as a Carmelite, giving best efforts to the group of Carmelites and other people, and also your artistic capacity. So, congratulations very much to you, and may God bless you with more years in His vineyard. A greeting for me from Anton.